What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dulcimerica. My name is Futch. Thank you very much for joining me. We're about halfway through our study of harmony here in July 2022, part of this big focus on fundamentals that I started back in the spring. In May, we did rhythm. In June, we did melody, and then we're taking these same tunes from June that we worked up the melody, found out where melody comes from, how to work it, how to play it, how to emphasize it, and now we're adding harmony leading to chords and supporting these tunes that we worked on last month. So this is going to be an advanced level episode on a great piece of music called Stay Awake from the motion picture Mary Poppins. You can go right down here and download the tablature as we add harmony to this beguiling piece of music by the Sherman Brothers. Sherman Brothers are just amazing. Richard Sherman, still alive. Robert Sherman passed some time ago. These guys were just magical writing together. There will never be anything else like them out there in the universe. And this song is great. The reason it's advanced is not because it's a difficult song. It adds in some difficult concepts, perhaps, some challenging concepts to what we're studying this year. The song itself is very, very simple. It's a 3/4 waltz. It's a lullaby sung by Julie Andrews, tucking the kids, Jane and Michael Banks, and it's an ironic song. She wants them to go to bed. They don't want to go to bed, so she's like, fine, stay awake. Don't rest your head. Don't lay down upon your bed. While the moon drifts in the sky, stay awake, don't close your eyes. And of course, she sings it so wonderfully, the kids are like, yep, we're not, and they're gone, right? Great scene, beautiful piece of music. But it has this thing, it lures you into this sort of false sense of this is every merry, sweet lullaby bedtime song I've ever heard, you know? Let's look at this real quick here. Just the melody. It's really, really nice stuff, you know. Okay, right? All of this so far is like, oh yeah, you know, it's following the same sort of chord progressions and feel and melodic feel of songs we've heard a million times before. But this being the Sherman Brothers, this being a Disney film, and not just any Disney film, but a Disney film based on a successful series of books about a magical nanny, there had to be something in this song that let you know that not all is what it seems. That is where chromatic music comes into play. Because we've been playing diatonic so far, we've been living inside the key. The key dictates what notes are sharp or flat, what 7 notes we have to work with for melody, and for creating chords to harmonize that melody. But if you want to create something really different and interesting, you can go outside of the key and borrow notes and borrow chords from other keys. And that's exactly what the Sherman Brothers do here to evoke a sense of mystery and wonder. At the same time, they're bringing beauty and pleasant dreams. So let's just examine how they do this by beginning to add chords. So we're going to start off. We are in DAD tuning for this. We are in the key of G major. That's 1 sharp, F sharp. We're using the G major scale, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. D, E, F sharp, right? And then G the octave. G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. There's G. All right. The chords that we can play in the key of G major are G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor, and F sharp diminished. Very quizzical sounding chord. So those are what's available to us. That would be playing inside the key if we used only those notes. If we use only those chords, then we'd be playing purely diatonic. So what the Sherman Brothers love to do is keep everything pretty nice and mellow and diatonic, so you think that you're hearing something the way you've always heard it, and then they sneak something from a different key into the mix and take you on a whole different journey. So we're going to move from our first chord, G major. We have our melody in there. If that's a big reach for you, to get that D up there at the 7th fret while holding down the 3, you can always change to a slant-shaped G major chord, 5, 6, 7, and then go back to your 3, 3, 5 L shape. That's called chasing the melody, where you need to follow the melody in order to make it an easier chord to play, and so you just change the chord shape so that you can always harmonize that melody with the chord you need. If the melody kept moving up this way, I could keep using G as I go a little higher here. So from here to there will work out if you're having a hard time stretching. Down to the 3rd fret there, barring all the way across, so my ring finger's grabbing that. Going to a D major here, melody's on F sharp on the melody string. Just going to open that up like this. Play a 4, 3, 2. Okay, now we're going to play a minor L shape. Grab the 8 for E. Coming down into a D7. Going back to our A minor, harmonizing a D major partial before coming down to G. Then we're going to do this, slide that slant G if you need to. Do it there if you want to, and then we've got an L-shaped C chord. Now, there is just simply no way to make all this happen at once on a diatonic dulcimer. So we're going to play just these notes. Just these notes. And then we'll talk about what the heck is going on with them. First of all, we're going to play a D sharp. D sharp is definitely not in the key. Okay? The next note is going to be an A sharp. Definitely not in the key. What's going on there anyway? Where do those notes come from, and what are we supposed to be playing for a chord to support them? Well, the chord that we are supposed to be playing is a D sharp, and the D sharp comes to us courtesy of the key of E major. Now, we're not supposed to be able to play an E major because we don't have a D sharp, among other things. But the funny thing is that we can fake it by bending the note. Now, we can't play the chord, that's fine, but we can play the root of the chord. So I'm bending 7, and what I'm doing here is I don't want to bend into it because that'll sound weird, so I'm literally going to bend it and hit it and try and be on pitch as much as I possibly can for that D sharp. Now, the next step is to take the 7 on the middle string and bend it towards you and hit it so you have an A sharp. That A sharp comes to us courtesy of the key of B. So we have two different keys that we are borrowing from, key of E and the key of B. We're borrowing D sharp. For the key of E, we're borrowing A sharp from the key of B by bending those notes. But both of those notes would go over the D sharp chord, and the D sharp chord is coming to us from the key of E. So it's kind of weird, and we can't play a chord and bend these notes at the same time. So what we're going to do is just simply bend the notes. And then the next time we can do anything is we have a nice normal D on the 7th fret. We can pair that together with the other two strings, and we have a nice 5, 6, 7 G major slant chord there when we come out. Then come down with my ring finger and grab 5. Then go into a 0, 5, 7. open D major chord, pick up my 5, and then 0, 1, 3 down below. Again, from the D sharp, and from the top. There's the tagged ending where you repeat the stay awake refrain coming from that D sharp and leading back into the rest of the tune. A Sherman Brothers specialty, borrowed notes and borrowed chords, and hopefully we will get a lot more into that this coming fall. Thank you guys very much for tuning in and following along for our Summer of Fundamentals. Do hang around for the next couple of episodes. We have our all skill levels episode, and then we've got the mystery episode in the final week of May or of July. I have no idea what that's going to be, obviously, because I'm not even sure what month it is, but it will be fun regardless. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks to all of my patrons out there. You keep me running every single day. We will see you next week.